The brain is the central control center for the human body, responsible for regulating and coordinating the functions of all other organs and systems. It is made up of three main parts: the cerebrum, the brainstem, and the cerebellum. Cerebrum. The cerebrum is the largest part of the brain and is responsible for conscious thought and voluntary movement. It also controls sensory perception, including sight, hearing, touch, taste, and smell. The cerebrum is divided into two hemispheres, the left and right, which are connected by a bundle of nerve fibers called the corpus callosum. Brainstem. The brainstem is the lower part of the brain and serves as the connection between the brain and spinal cord. It regulates functions such as breathing, heart rate, and blood pressure, and also controls automatic movements such as swallowing and coughing. Cerebellum. The cerebellum is located at the base of the brain and is responsible for coordination and balance. It helps regulate muscle tone and ensures that movements are smooth and controlled. In addition to these main parts, the brain also contains various centers that control specific functions, such as the hypothalamus, which regulates hunger and thirst, and the pituitary gland, which controls the release of hormones. Overall, the brain is a complex and sophisticated organ that is essential for all human functions and behaviors, from basic survival instincts to high-level cognitive processes such as memory, language, and creativity. The brain controls the body through the nervous system. The nervous system consists of two main parts: the central nervous system, CNS, and the peripheral nervous system, PNS. Central nervous system. The CNS consists of the brain and spinal cord and is responsible for processing and integrating information from the body and the environment. The brain receives sensory information from the PNS and sends motor signals back to the PNS to control movement and other functions. Peripheral nervous system. The PNS is made up of all the nerves outside of the CNS and is responsible for transmitting signals between the brain and the rest of the body. The PNS is divided into two branches: the somatic nervous system, which controls voluntary movement, and the autonomic nervous system, which controls unconscious functions such as heart rate, digestion, and respiration. The brain and the PNS work together to coordinate the body's functions. When the brain receives sensory information, it processes the information and sends motor signals to the appropriate muscles or organs to initiate a response. For example, when you touch a hot stove, sensory receptors in your skin send a signal to your brain, which quickly sends a signal to your hand to move away from the stove. Overall, the brain controls the body through a complex network of signals and responses that coordinate all of the body's functions, ensuring that the body operates.